Do you ever notice how hard it can be to say the word no? It's only two letters, but every single time it leaves your mouth, it feels like betrayal. It feels like something that you shouldn't be doing, like you're letting somebody down. And for the most part, this is how I felt about saying it. But then I realized I was just protecting my own peace. For example, my friends would hit me up constantly, being like, "We're going out Friday night. Bro, are you coming through?" And I would go even if I didn't want to go. Not even because I cared about that night, but because I cared too much about what they thought if I didn't. But I would sit there or stand there in the club, lights flashing, music loud, pretending like I was having the time of my life. But in my head, I was questioning myself, wondering to myself, why am I even here? And it wasn't that I hated the people that I was with, it was that I was constantly saying yes to things that don't align with who I am. And that is the quickest way to burn out for anybody. And it's crazy because you betray yourself slowly but surely in ways that you don't even notice. You help people out, you don't have energy. You listen when you'd rather stay silent. You go ahead with plans that you don't even care about. And slowly but surely, at the end of all of these things, you forget what you even stand for. You forget what to stand up for, what you actually believe in. The truth is, when you say yes to everything, it doesn't make you kind. It doesn't. You're teaching people that your time, your energy, and your boundaries, they're all negotiable. And once you set this tone for people, they won't stop taking from you. They think that you like giving now, because that's what you've presented yourself as, a giver. And that's why it was so important for my own state of mind, for my own clarity, that I learned to say no. Not with guilt, not with shame, but clearly. And one of the things that helped me realize this, one of the things that helped me say no more often, is understanding why people get upset when they say no. It's not because they don't like you, it's about their relationship to control. You guys will learn all about this as you talk to people, but people want you, yes you, to validate their plans. Their time, their comfort zone, their decisions, all of that stuff. They want you to validate that. And when you say no, you challenge that completely. You stand against their worldviews, their norms, and they can't fathom that. I'll give you guys an example. One of my friends wanted to go out for a night, and I said no, and he was like, "Come on, man, it's just one night." And I'm sure you guys can all guess what happened. Wasted money, zero productivity. That one night out turned into 3 days. Can you imagine? And looking back on it, it's so damn annoying. It wasn't even about the alcohol, it was about momentum. Every single time I changed my plans to please somebody else, it became harder to trust myself again. See, saying no isn't about rejection. It's about redirection. You're not shutting people out because you hate them. You're shutting them out because you want to put energy into things that actually matter to you. It's about creating this space so that when you do say yes, it actually means something. And here's what I started doing. I started being direct. Every single time they came up with a plan and it didn't align with my core values or anything that I wanted to do, anything I would consider fun, I said, "Hey, I'd love to go out with you guys, but it's just not really my thing. Maybe next time." There was no over-explaining. There was no defensive tone involved in the conversation at all. Because I've realized something. Once you start explaining your boundaries to people too much, you basically ask for permission to have them. It's annoying because it took me years to understand this. People who respect you will never push you to do anything. They won't peer pressure you. They won't make you feel awkward for having a different opinion or having a different worldview. They'll just respect your boundaries. They won't make you feel guilty. They'll just adapt. They may be surprised at first, but of course they'll adjust because they're willing to do that because they value you. And the people who don't, forget about them because they were never really there for you. They were just there for the version of you that always said yes. The yes man. And I get it. It's not easy. Trust me, I do. I've been through it 1,000 times. Sometimes no comes with silence. Sometimes no comes with people distancing themselves. But that's the whole point. Boundaries have a funny way of filtering your life in a way that you probably couldn't imagine. They remove what's fake and keep what's real. And there's this quote that really helped me throughout the process of people pleasing, and it goes like this: "When you stop pleasing everyone, you finally meet yourself." And that's exactly what happened to me. I stopped bending over for other people's worldviews, their values, and started building my own. And you'll start noticing that something strange happens after you start saying no. Your confidence returns. Your peace comes back. You start doing things because you want to, not because you feel obligated. You'll sit at home learning your craft, reading, drawing, speaking, whatever it may be, And all of that stuff will feel right because you're no longer doing it for validation. You're doing it to build trust with yourself. And when you finally build trust with yourself, your no becomes sacred. You don't just use it to be isolated, you use it to be aligned. You use it to make room for better habits, for better people, for better outcomes. So if you struggle to say no, then here's the extra bit of advice I would give you. Start small. Say no to that extra scroll on your phone before you go to sleep. Say no to that concert that you don't really want to go to. Say no to that drink that you know that will wreck your body and you don't want to take. The moment you keep on doing this, the moment you build that momentum, you build the most important muscle that you could have, and that's self-respect. And eventually, down the line, saying no won't feel like another form of rejection. It'll just feel like another form of freedom. Because you're not avoiding life, you're just choosing it intentionally. And the people who truly matter, they'll understand that. So that's how I learned to say no, without guilt, without regrets. Because saying no to things that didn't serve me was the first time I said yes to myself. And it felt great. So to you guys who've made it to the end of the video, I just want to say thank you. I hope there was something to take away from this, and if there was for you, make sure to like, comment, share, subscribe. I've also got a private community. I'll leave the link in the description down below, as well as the comments, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Take care.